Hello everyone, we are live. So let me quickly red circle. And what are we going to do today? Working on my new game, which is stream 1, Eye of Night. Architecture setup, and we are live at Twitch.tv. Yes, we are gonna ping it. And so what I'm going to do today, we are doing a little architecture setup and few GDD writing. So this is a new game, the Eye of Night, and we are working on this. This is the synopsis of our game. A few cultists who worship Selene kidnapped a fisherman's daughter to make her a new vessel of Selene. But Selene herself is against this idea, so she helps the fisherman to get to the island where they are. As you move forward, you uncover a lot of secrets and hidden pathways. Okay, so let me wait a minute. Twitch. So let's see. And this is how it is. It's made in Godot 4.6 3D, and this is our platform: PC, Steam, Linux, Windows, macOS, and C# and JavaScript characters. As you know, this is very Greek mythology inspired, and that's why. And our boon system, it's a roguelite game, so you know. And we got these weapon specific. Nemesis is our more combat focused. Selene is also provides magic boons, but alongside those boons, her boons can also make other magic boons stronger. Hecate is solely magic focused. Artemis will provide more ranged boons alongside boons which enhances the damage and critical damage. See, and then this our game structure follows the typical roguelike structure, and we have weapons and economy. Our main weapon is sword, which we start with unlockable weapons: spear, scythe, Hecate, star, bow of Artemis. And Selene granted us a permanent boon which we can use to cast on the ground, and while he's inside it, he grows stronger for the time being while it's the cooldown based ability. Okay, and then we have currencies, the spirit shards, which we get from the enemies by killing the enemies, and these spirit shards are run specific, so you will get them every time you start a new run when you defeat enemies, and they don't carry over. So the thing which carry over is solidified moonlight. So this is a currency which we use in our more of a campsite. And then we have companions, Herald. Okay, so let's work on our game first. I should do this main directory, assets, scripts, scenes, and then also I should also do this. Let me save this to document into docs format. So when we do wait, how is it saved? Okay, nice. So when are we going to do this? It actually gets saved here. So moved, shift, share DL, and it would be eye of night. This is the first. This would be our GTD the docx, and then we have our GDD in this location. And now let's set up our structure, like for example data, and then we have to make this game so that we can easily expand of our things. Like for example, let me just first set up game architecture. It would be our boon stats, or what should we do first? This should be player.json. Actually no, let me call it hero.json, so that now we can just keep it in the JSON file of our player. Our health would be, our health should be, starting health will always be 25, okay? And then when we do this, our health is 25, and our player attribute must follow these guidelines. We are using a data-driven approach for our game. So eye of 9, our player must have 25 health at the start of each run, and every run this should be our because we are doing a magic focus, and the cast is solely a magic focus because of Selen. We shall need a mana. So mana would be, we cannot make it too much, so our character will become overpowered. So how about 10 at the start? Player can just increase it if they want more castings. So we need, what do we need now? Our characters, like we have mana, health, and yes, we have to do this too, right? Let me tell you. So it was spirit shards, our currency. Spirit shards. Starting would be 0 obviously, and then solidified more light, if I can type correctly. This should also be 0 at the start, because how can player have this if he never played, right? And now this is our base stats right now. We have to work upon these for now, because this is our base stats for our hero. And then let's see, hero is here. Now we need Selen's starting boon, or we can, let me think about it. We got data, Okay, this is a JSON file for it, and then actually I have an idea. No, wait, this is a JSON. Now we should set up our we should set up our classes for this is our hero's location, and then in the scripts let's make Seleni's boon class, which will make directory Seleni, and then inside wait a minute, wait, I didn't do this main directory lib. I forgot I have this cp docs I have this with this wait a minute, docs unity things super packer, and we need the library of that which I will like, for example this library to lib folder, and see we have to do the same for I forgot about this super packer.cs project. Wait a minute, what do we call it? ifnight.cs project. Wait, let me do it first. Tools, create C# solution. We don't need to do this now. We can just docs unity things. Super packer, this is my whole game. So let me just copy this path of item group. This is my custom. This is ifnight super project. And then we should just paste it here. Item group, and then this is just library, and here we go. And this is how it's going to be working, so that we don't have to. And now let's go to scripts, Seleni, and let's work on our Seleni's boon. So how should we approach this? We call this Seleni boons.cs. This class will be using daemon utilities using Godot, and then we should do namespace I of night dot Selen dot boons and public partial class Selen boons. It should be extending a node, and Selen boons should always be what? Like wait a minute, shift key. Wait a minute, what did I call this? Scripts. Wait a minute, what do I call this? Save. Oh, I call it utils. So it's utils, and then we should be creating this. No, this one should be resource, where we are doing this export. This should be the first thing we are doing. This class will be the base for every single boons. So it would be boon get set, and then export this would be an integer, and we are about to do an integer and then okay, so what should we do this? This should be, wait a minute, we cannot do this. We need to make an enum which would be boon type, and this would be what as magic enhancer this is either magic. Selen's boons are like this, either magic or enhances other magic boons. So it should be let me call it magic enhancer. Okay, so now if we do this boon type, it would be boon type. Okay, so Selen needs to be set this is how our boons will work. Okay, so Selene boons, it will just follow our own structure, and each boon will if I can type this, each boon will have an integer. It will be of a boon damage. How much this boon damage provides a damage multiplier, because it works on our base, because this damage works on our base, so it multiplies this damage multiplier. And now if I should, this would be done, and because this is gonna be our main architecture, because on top of which all of Selene boons will work, we have to just make sure it's correct. So always this is how we work. And what am I missing about Selene's boons? What type of things I should have? Let me think about it. If I can just let me save it, so that if I build this, our data must be here. I can create a resource file. It's built. Now here, let me create a resource. This resource would be resource, and this would be Selene. If I can type this, Selene boons. And now when we have this, we can just use a script Selene, and we can put it here, and here it is. Now we can just string must be each Selene boons. This should be renamed. This should be Selene's. Wait, let me create a directory here. It should be boons, and Selene boons should go here. Yes, and then if I rename this, this should be the boon. This is Selene's cast, which is also a boon for us, because wait, let me create a new directory inside this. This should be Selene, and this should be inside it. Yes, and now we should rename this to our cast, which is what our primary boon is. So this is a permanent boon of Selene. It's magic, and it's while we are inside this cast, our boons are stronger. So our architecture must be, should I make it a 10 times multiplier of our main attack? 10 times multiplier sounds good for Selene, right? And it's a magic type, and that's how it should be, right? Script. Wait a minute. I haven't. You make directory boons. Wait. Make directory boons. Move Selene to boons. And if I just do a rebuild of this project, it should be fine, because we have this, we cannot just work on it like that. And now our Selen boon architecture is set up, and now let's see. So if we have this, what else we can do? Selen main cast is here, and now we have to wait. I haven't done this right. Data and in the hero.json, we haven't created this type. This is damage. How much our base damage it does. So our base damage, what should we do for our base damage? For example, if it should be about 15. We cannot do more than this. It's our base hero damage class. Right. And yeah, I cannot do more than this damage. And let me open this super packer and save manager script. I remember I made this script once for save. I once made this script for my JSON serialization things. So let me just string. Okay, now let's control that, and then let's do this. CD scripts, and then we should make directory for our hero, cd hero, and this should be our base hero class. Hero data.cs. This is the hero data, and now here we are about to go using go dot and names. If I can type namespace I of night hero data. We should be able to do this. So if I do public partial class, and it should be our hero data, it should follow a node. So if I can capitalize it, so this is our node, and then let's do this string hero data. It should be a UID, so let me copy hero data UID because I don't want we cannot copy UID, right? So we can do this res data hero.json, and this is how public. We should specify this first. Void ready, and here we are gonna do load hero data, and this is how. And what it will take? It will take our hero data field. So let's do this now. Void load hero data. It will be string hero data, and then we should be able to access that. So first, let's see. So where let's open our file equals to file access dot open. This should be our data, and then file access dot more flags dot more flags dot read. We have to, so this is how we are going to do, because already let me just create this, because we are already doing this, we should be fine to do this. We should be able to print this if file equals to none, and now because we are using debug.log, we are going to use this utils function so that we can actually use my custom function which I wrote for Godot JSON string. This will be our file, and this will close our file, and that's how we are about to work on our. So now let's see what I did here. Let's see. JSON, new JSON, yeah. See, D to D. Wait a minute. Control U, Y to Y, and then here we can paste it. JSON string, and now we can just. This is an encrypted save file which I did before. So this is how we are going to. We can create a game data, and that's when we can do this game data, and this will be data, this will be error dot data, and now let's see. Alright, now we can just open our CDI of night. We can just go to our data and open our hero.json and open. Now we can start defining our health, integer health, and what mana, in mana, and what are damage and spirit shards and solidified moonlight. So int damage, int spirit shards, and we have solidified moonlight shards in solidified moonlight, and then we can just do this, like our health will be equal to game data health, and this will be, we have to convert this to an integer. So now we can mana equals to integer game data, which will be our we should be able to do this now. And we have damage and damage and we have spirit shards, which will be integer of game data, which will be, wait, let me see what was the name. We can just copy this. We can just copy this and we can just do this, yeah. And what was solidified moonlight? We can just do this integer game data. We should be able to do it again. Solidified moonlight. We should be able to do this now. And now that we have this set up, we can just create our own debug. We can just log. We can do $, and now let's print our own health to test our health. Mana, damage, spirit shards, and solidified moonlight. We can just now do this. We can just do and now let's save this, and if I go here and create a 3D scene, for example, and build our script, and for example we forgot about this in 48 line. Where did, okay, wait a minute, we forgot about that one. Okay, nice. Thankfully we've Control V. Now we can just do this J, and then we can do this setup and then save, and then we can just rebuild our program. We can just do this. Expected 49 and 2. What? Wait a minute. Where? This is our voids, right? Why the fuck it has? What issue it has? Wait, I think I know where it is. Oh, wait. We can just go to here and see game data. Let's see. We can just have this. And we can just hero. We can ask him to fix our JSON. Let's see. Okay, wait a minute. I have an idea. We can just do this using VoD collections. Why the fuck we do collections? And instead of specifying a new dictionary here, we can just do this. And we can do integer dot parse. We can do to string. We should do to string dot to string. To string and then we can just int dot parse int dot parse parse we can rebuild it. Let's see. Let's see where is the error in this. There is the error in this. Shots. Shots. Wait a minute. If I made a typo here, shots. Yeah, I made a typo here. And then okay, in the past. Where is the issue here? 45. Let's do 45. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, nice. Let's rebuild it. Wait a minute. We should be able to do this in a save manager data. wait. This should be our game. This should be our actual data, and this should be actual wait, this should be our JSON. This should be our actual data, and this should be actual data, and then let's rebuild our project. Okay, wait a minute. Error. क्या था यहाँ? If error is error equal not to error dot okay. Oh wait, we don't need this. We can just return it here, and then game data should be JSON.data. JSON.data, and then we can just rebuild it here. Argument 46. Okay, nice. This is a new error. 46. Oh, okay. We should do as int 32. Let's see. Health equals to So this would be as in 32, as in 32, shots equals to this, as in 32. Wait, why did control as in 32? Build. Okay, nice. Now we can just create the mode. And here we can apply our hero's data. We can just test our hero data. So if we just run this if you go to scene, we can call it our name world. We can just call it world because I wanna see I just wanted to go to game and I don't want it to be floating. Okay, our health and day are getting printed, so our script works. We can remove it here. So this is our okay, nice. We have done this. So what have we done today? We have made our basic game architecture and hero data load and all that. So we have made our basic game architecture. So now we just need to work on other stuffs of this game on the second stream. So whoever joined the stream for today, thank you for joining for today and experience we create our second game, and I will see you on the next stream. Okay, alright, goodbye.